Hi, my name is Chris Knowles and this is Antonio Lewis. We're both with Total Comfort Air Conditioning. We're here today to demonstrate an old 10-SEER operating air conditioning unit versus a 16-SEER Trane complete system. There's actually nothing wrong with the unit that we're replacing today. The only thing that's wrong with it is it's pulling way too much electricity. The client's utility bills in the summer are $800. This is a 3-ton system and that's way too high due to air conditioning. The system we're going to be putting in is a Trane 16-SEER once again with a Hyperion air handler. This is the best air handler that you're going to buy in the market today. This cabinet is a complete composite, plastic composite, 2-piece cabinet with a foam-filled insulator, which means leak-free, sweat-free. It's perfect for Bahamian application. Also, it's an all-aluminum coil, so you cut back on the electrolysis and any of the other things that destroy a regular evaporator. This air handler has an electronic expansion valve, which is about 400% more accurate than a traditional expansion valve. These are just some of the perks that you'll get with a Trane system. Also, if you call Total Comfort at 477-6744, you'll also gain a much better warranty than anybody here locally. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up this unit. We're going to go ahead and look at the amperage that it's pulling today. We're then going to go ahead, install the new system, fire that up, and then you'll see what the new amperage of the new system, same capacity, is going to be. We'll then show you what your savings will be by installing a new system today. So what you're looking at right now is amperage on line 1 of this condensing unit. The amperage will come down just because we started it up. It's running a higher capacity. Once it balances out, you're probably going to be about 15 amps. Now that's only one leg. If you multiply line 1 and line 2, you're running about 30 amps an hour with this system running. This is just the condensing unit. We're going to demonstrate, once we put the new Trane system in, the difference in amperage and where your savings is. Like I said, now the system's running and everything's starting to balance out. You're looking at about 15 and a half amps. So we'll go ahead and connect to line 2. And you're right on about 15 and a half amps. So technically this system, like I said, is pulling 30 amps roughly an hour. We can equate that to kilowatts, and you can actually see the amount of electricity this is burning, which is astronomical for a 3-ton system at 44 cents a kilowatt hour, which is what we're paying currently in Nassau, Bahamas. So like I said, once again, this is the Hyperion air handler we'll be putting in. Total Comfort only matches Hyperions with our XB 14-SEER condensing unit. Paired properly, you'll get 16-SEER. This particular condenser, some of the features and perks with this condenser, like I said, an all-aluminum coil. The best industry warranties in the market. Has a sound guard over your compressor. If you'll notice, that old unit is very, very loud. The new unit we'll put in, you'll actually see the differences once we install it. Again, this is Chris and Antonio. We've now fast forward about 4 hours. As you can tell, the client's new 16-SEER Trane system has been installed. We've looked at the old system, calculated where the amperage was. That system was pulling a combined amperage with the air handler of about 34 amps, 34 total running amps. This new system is now running 19 amps total. It's running about 8.5 amps per leg on the condenser, and it's running less than an amp on the air handler. So we've now cut this client's electricity usage on his air conditioning by 48%. That's a huge savings. This client will pay for this air conditioner a year and a half in the Bahamas at a 44-cent kilowatt rate. Now I'll go ahead and show you exactly where we're at with amperage on this particular condensing unit. Like I said, on the previous unit running, we were running 15.5 amps per leg, which gives you a total of 31 amps on the condenser. We're now running 8.5 to 8 amps per leg. That's line 1. I'll clip over so you can actually see me clip onto the line 2 side. And we're just running just over 8.5 amps for a combined amperage of about just under 17. So this is a massive difference versus the old condensing unit. Like I said, the client realized that the electricity bill is something they just couldn't endure anymore. They decided to call Total Comfort Air Conditioning. Antonio and his team went ahead and took care of it, and at the end of the day, the client is going to be very happy. Thank you, and once again, if you have any questions, give us a call at 477-6744.